We fly high, no lie. You know this. Holy.
And with all that being said, I've decided to continue my athletic and academic career at the Stanford University.
Yes, sir.
Network, it means everything to me. You know, back when I didn't have all these offers, maybe like one or two, you know, he was always promoting me, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get me on the radar, you know, this guy, you need to look out for him. You know what I'm saying? It really means, you know, the world to me. You know, Bacon, he's been there, like I said, since I've been small. You know, always shouting me out and you know, always just trying to put me on just give me notice more than I mean. I really appreciate Bacon.
I mean, shoot, I was the new kid. Faison kind of was with the Ducks for a little minute. So my first year, of course, he had all the hype. He was probably about like 6'2" at 12. He was a mutant. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a mutant. But I mean, from then you could see just the potential he had. I mean, I'm not surprised he's the number one quarterback. If you would have seen him in youth ball, you would have thought he was the number one quarterback in that class back then. So I mean, like going against him kind of like prepared you already for like what high school was. I mean, he looked like a high school quarterback around that time. So I mean, like trash talking with him. He's more quiet though. I will say that he don't talk that much trash. But I mean, like trash talking with him, going out there and hitting drills with Faison. I mean, that kind of like just builds you ready. I mean, hopefully I play against him at college. I would love it.
As y'all know, this is the Sizzling News Podcast. All right. Welcome back, everybody, man. We are back. Yes, sir, man. Sorry for the hiatus, but we back in the building. Just Sizzling News. Excited to be here, man, with my boy Bacon. We got a lot to get into today, and it is preseason. It's basically week 0. Week 0, man. We got some big-time matchups coming up this week, but y'all know what we got to reveal first, man. We got a top 30 rankings, man. But before we start, I just want to say thank you to everybody for all the love wishes, man. All the prayers and condolences, man. It has been a very tough couple of weeks. I had to take my time, y'all. So that's why I've been out, but I appreciate y'all, man. But we back on this train, man, and we rolling, man. Me and Bacon building something special. So, man, look, we excited. We're gonna have rankings every single week. We're gonna have ranked matchups that we're gonna talk about every single week, man. And we're gonna have a lot of good content, man. So y'all know what to do. Subscribe to Bacon Network. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to Najeh Wook, man. We're gonna have some good content all season long. Stay tuned to your socials, man, so you don't miss out, man. We're gonna be building this thing from ground up. I should tune in, man. But let me bring on my co-hosts, the man, the myth, the legend, Arvon Bacon, the Bacon Network.
What's going on, brother? Great intro, man. Definitely condolences, brother. You know what I mean? It's all love, brother. But yeah, man, it's good to be back. Like I said, we haven't seen that intro in a while, man. You know, we only bring that out for special occasions, ladies and gentlemen. That's when you know it's real.
Sir, yes, sir. Nah, man, that's when you know it's real, man. And it's real today, Bacon. As people are gonna ask about these rankings, how we came up with it. Man, look, like I said, basically we not going off of what happened last year, right? It does play a factor, but that's not the only thing. We're going based off of what me and Bacon seen in the spring, the summer, right? What our eyes able to see, us talking to coaches, all that good stuff. That is how we ranking this list, man. We don't have no composite or nothing like that. This is two brains coming together, and this is how we rank them and how we see them, you know what I'm saying, this year. And like I said, Bacon, I don't think there is no, we did it different. We're going to do top 25, but we're doing top 30 because I haven't seen nobody come out with a list like that. Yeah, you have Max Prep's top 25. Yeah, you got Robert's top 25, man, but nobody is doing the ranked matchups, putting them on the stage, and then talking about the rankings consistently as well, man. So I think we got something fine print that we don't really see that much in the state of Georgia.
Nah, we don't see that much in the state of Georgia, and whenever we see bigger platforms do it, they don't know the state. The way the state has really been played out. It's a couple schools that's going to make that top 25 list, but really it's probably like, I think at least 10 teams that Georgia could probably be inside that top 25, I think, on a consistent basis year in, year out.
Exactly. And to your point, Bacon, it don't always happen. So this is native to the state of Georgia. We're not doing Alabama or Florida. This is natives top 30 in the state of Georgia, man. So that's how we view it. And the good thing is we got a list of honorable mentions too. Like, if you're good enough and you prepare and you knock off a ranked opponent, like that will go into the fold as well this upcoming year. Okay, so we're gonna have that all year long, man. You get a chance to move up and down and all that good stuff, and then we'll anoint our best team of the year at the end of the year, right? Who's number one in the state of Georgia in our opinion? So we're excited for that, man.
Nah, definitely. But take us, we're just gonna call it how we see it, man. Call a spade a spade.
Call a spade a spade. There it is, man. So without further ado, we're gonna get the drum roll ready. Voila. Boom. There it is, Bacon. The top 30 rankings, 1 through 30. We're going to start from the bottom first, Bacon, and then get all into it. So we're going to go, let's go 30 through 21 first. And let's get thoughts, why we ranked it, why we feel this way, okay? So at 30, we got Cale High School, the Longhorns, going through some different changes. Mooney Gibson coming off an injury, right? They lost Braden Ross, they lost Nathan Nagame, they lost Caleb Narkeezy, right? But they got a new quarterback at the helm, new pieces defensively. They always got a stellar secondary. Kale's a team Bacon liked a lot. Kale's a team that Bacon had a little bit higher, around 24, 25. But I felt like Kale's looked a little different this year. We're going to see what happens there. 29, Brookwood. We feel like a team that slept on in Gwinnett. We look at Julian Elsie. You look at, obviously, Braden Tyson. You look at Gary Chapman. You look at this team from top to bottom. They got players all over the field, man. So this is going to be a team that's pretty dangerous this year. Then you got Woodward Academy, right? Well, obviously, Eli Lyles, right? They got some guys on the outside. That dynamic quarterback that we all know about. Harrigan, that's pretty good. Bacon, he should be pretty good. 27, we put Stevenson. Now, you can make the argument Stevenson could be way higher on this list, right? Of course. We don't disagree, man. We think Stevenson with Coach Rock, obviously Coach Jokes, they got a good squad. We just want to see if offensively this year they can take another step forward. That's not coming necessarily from Jaden Johnson or Terrence Woodfin. We know they're pretty good. We want to see can the quarterback position take that step, because I think that's a true difference, Bacon, of Stevenson winning a state championship. I'm not worried defensively. Good linebackers, good safeties. Obviously, KJ Green, who's a 5-star prospect. We're not worried about that part. We want to see offensively can they take that step forward at the QB spot. 26 is Walton. Walton, you can say, is a little stepped on as well. Walton's a team. Look at Christian Peacock. Aiden Lepore is coming off the torn ACL. They got good running backs as always, good defense. This could be a team that could easily be in the top 15 before said and done, and maybe even the top 10, right? Then 25, Baker gets some love to Jones County down there. Middle Georgia team that should be pretty good this upcoming year from what we hear, right? Good quarterback, obviously, as well, and some good players across the board and athletes. 24, Stockbridge, another team that can move up this list a lot. They bring back their quarterback, who's obviously been playing at a high level, and Josh Scott, right? They got some receivers on the outside, Gavin Kitchen, Mason Freeman, right? They got obviously good running backs and Dominic Tucker. Really good team. Colquitt is my sleeper, the biggest one I got. I think Colquitt can make some noise in their classification. Yeah, they got Valdosta. Yeah, they got Lyles, but Colquitt with Kai Mitchell, Tucker Siparita, look at Antoine Lockett. Colquitt could be pretty damn good this year. Then 22, Peach County, another team that should be a state title contender. And last but not least, 21 with North Cobb. Bacon, I'll turn it over the floor to you. Your thoughts on the 30 through 21, any teams that you specifically want to hit on?
Yeah, Kale. You got to hit on Kale. I think the quarterback is big time. I think the defense is solid. I think the secondary is always pretty good at Walton, but at times they came up a little iffy. What I saw at the red zone camp and the FCA camp versus Georgia, they checked those boxes for me early, just having a lot of rangy athletes in the backfield on a nice pass rush. But the quarterback, two-headed running back room, honestly, cannot remember the young man's name. Mooney Gibson will be working his way in. Back of the running back looks good. Receivers look good. I'm bullish on Kel to be at least top 20 in a couple weeks. Brookwood, you know what I mean? Fixture. Looking to take that next step. Julian Elsie, like you said. Wood Academy, very good roster. But the Kerrigan, at the quarterback position. They got a lot of weapons out there, but can their depth hold up along, on a 10-game schedule? That's the biggest question mark for me. Stevenson hit the nail on the head. Quarterback. Walton's good. I think they surprised a lot of people last year and made it to the second round of the playoffs and, competed. Great coaching staff. I think the biggest team I'm going to put a circle around is Jones County, Jonathan Hurley. Believe the former Carrollton head coach is down there, and Jones County leading the helm. So, we know the apple can't fall too far from the tree under that coach Joey Kingtree. So definitely Jones County is a team that you want to keep tabs on. And that game one matchup, when Valdosta comes to town, that's going to be a very slept on game. Stay tuned to YouTube. Stockbridge, nothing more needs to be said. Man, Coach Bama has done a phenomenal job out there. Colquitt. Probably another team that's going to slide up, like you said, as well. Peach County. This is a loaded team. North Cobb, I got to see it.
Okay.
I don't know, man. North Cobb has let us down time after time after time after time.
I think it's different this year.
We'll see, brother.
I think it is. Well, Micah Billingsley, you look at Ben Haveli, you know what I'm saying, bringing in Iago Gumérez, like they got some pieces over there. And then defensively, they got some dogs too, man. I think Coach Shane Queen, I'm not sleeping on them boys, man. I think they should. We've been saying it for years, but this should be the year that they should take a step forward.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like I said, it was you brought up a receiver, right? Or is it DB?
Yeah, Iago.
Yeah, Iago. The brother can play. The brother is big time. He's big time.
Iago, come on.
It's gonna be enough. I don't know if it's gonna be enough, brothers.
They got a good running back. I mean, I was talking about Michael Billingsley. They also got a really good running back too.
Really good running back.
They got a really good running back too, man. Y'all forgive me, man. I'm usually on it with my names, man. But you know, like I said, still, you know, kind of coming back to the fold. I gotta look up his name real quick. Couldn't think of the top of my head. But he's ranked. He's a 4-star. He got recently offered by Texas. Zachary Bellew. That'll be one to watch. 4-star, like he's pretty good. So they got a two-headed attack system. I think Haveli is like a player a lot of people sleeping on, but that kid can go.
Okay.
At the quarterback spot. But all right, we'll keep it rolling, man. We'll go 20 through 15, man. All right, so at 20, we had Douglas County. This was one we actually initially had lower, but I ended up moving them up a little bit. I like what I've been seeing from Trey Bird. You know what I'm saying? Everything that he brings to the table. And then, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what wide receivers step up. I've been hearing a lot about this young freshman. That'll be, I think, a sophomore this year. That should be pretty good for them. They got good running backs, man, good offensive line. I think defensively would be the key, right? You obviously got Adrian Cole. You got KJ Green or Kennedy Green. You know what I'm saying? Good linebackers. I wanted to see if Douglas County could take that step forward as well. But it's a team, I think, across the board, they're definitely top 20 in the state. Some may be like, Najeh should be top 10. We just want to see some different things from the quarterback position, right? We don't want to see those question marks that are there, man. We want to see them be able to air it out a little bit. Last year, they had 2 studs at wide receiver in there, Gregory and Devin Carter. And sometimes we felt like they should have got the ball more. So we know the talent's in place. We know they got a good offensive coordinator, Helen Deuce or Deuce Alexander, the coach. So we want to just see them take a step forward. But DC, I still think is a top 20 team in the state. All right, 19 Troup County. Can make the argument they're underrated. Bacon knows a lot more on this one, so I'll let him speak more. But outstanding running back that's committed to Duke. Really good offensive scheme and system. Good team. You know what I'm saying? Troup County is a team that, hey, I think should shock some people this year. Parkview's another, right? They're going to be in the Corkel Dave Hunter Classic. I think that's a team that, to me, what a KJ Caldwell, what some of the pieces they got, they could be potentially dangerous. And Bacon, I'll allow him to speak on them too because he's seen both of those teams up close and personal, man. Parkview could be dangerous as well. Carver Columbus, I mean, they're one of the powers in the lower classifications. We know about Kingston Brown, right? We know about the quarterback, man, Sebastian Hurd. They absolutely loaded on both sides of the ball, looking to come back for a 3-peat. They got everything they need in order to do so, you know. And I think for Carver, another team you can make the argument should be even higher on this list. But Carver is loaded. Now, Newton's my sleeper this year. I think with Kevin Hartsfield, the consistent number 1 running back in the country in 2028, comparing with Amarian Wallace, comparing with a really good quarterback, Joe Frazier, that I think the whole world's going to know pretty soon. I think Newton could be dangerous this year, man. And I would not be shocked if they won that region. Yes, I know Grayson is in there, but they could easily win that matchup. All right. And that's not to say that Grayson is falling off. That's not what I'm saying. But I think Newton has gotten better. So that'd be very intriguing, but I think it's all possible. And last but not least, Sandy Creek. Look, we wanted to get them love, right? We know about Caleb Hill, right? We know about some of the pieces on the outside. We know about Corey Hadley Jr. For Sandy Creek, they lose so much. We talked to Darius Smiley on the show, Coach Smiley, and we just want to see how those other pieces that were role players, how good will they be moving forward, and can they take those roles and be effective in them, right? It's not the same level of talent before, like last year, man, when you had, you know what I'm saying, guys like, not J.C. Austin, but you had Chase Usher, right? You had Dana Greenhow, you know what I'm saying? You had those type of guys. Evan Harvey's another one that was supremely talented and good in their roles. I don't know how good that'll be this year. So we still want to give them respect because they're state champions, but we want to see how it's going to look with new roles.
All right, brother. All right. So, well, man, Sandy Creek going to be just fine, man. Now, Nate Holston, you know what I'm saying? JT Arsenal, brother at DB. This defense, I love it. This defense might be better than the defense last year, brother. Truly.
Wow. Oh, wait. Hold on. Say that again.
Man, if you know, you know. If you've been keeping up around the Fayette County area, you know, got your ears to the grindstone. You know this Sandy Creek team might be better than last year's team. big offensive line, consistent offensive line play. You know what I mean? I'm picking them to beat Grayson, man. You know what I'm saying? I say it on the record right now. I love Coach Carswell. Although I will say Coach Carswell, I just a little more bears from y'all. I believe in you, Coach. I think y'all might y'all excuse me. I might give Nick cut Nick that shape up, man. But I'm all in for Grayson, but I think Sandy Creek is gonna be a team to remember this year for sure.
There you have it, man. So obviously you see what Bacon thought. He thinks Santa Cruz is gonna be a team this year. I wouldn't say I'm bearish. I just want to see it. But to Bacon's point, he believes in y'all. And like I said, he had you guys higher. But for me in the consensus, I had you guys just a little bit lower. But it's not that I don't believe in it. I just want to see the other pieces. I know Caleb Hill's a baller, but I want to see the other pieces around him and how that performs, man. But go ahead, Bacon. I'm gonna let you talk to other names on the list too. The Troop Counties and Park Views.
Yeah, Parkview is a team that can find themselves potentially in the third round of playoffs, depending on just how far the quarterback can take them. He plays baseball, so him in person, he can make the throws. They got a lot of athletes on the outside, really deep in the trenches, very thorough team. I think is it Milton's old coach, something like that. Is the head coach down there now?
Adam Clack.
Adam Clack is he's down there now. Shout out to Coach Glaze. Shout out to the offensive coordinator there who showed me great hospitality. But Parkview is a team to know. Troop County, man. That's man. They're one. Hey, man. Everybody saw the reports from Troop County, Thomas County Central, and Creekside Kent, man. For a team that had the cojones to go down there and been down there 3 years prior, that just lets you know what Coach G is building down there in Troop County. We had him on the show. Well-coached team, well-developed team. A lot of people talk about Coweta County, but Troop County, hey, come on, man. I'm just keeping it 100. But I digress. Newton, always got a good defense, good running back. Quarterback's supposed to be formidable this year. I'm hearing the hype, and I think that we'll do fine. When it gets down to those nitty-gritty crunch times, starting in, I believe, November. You know what I mean? That area. That's when I'll evaluate this Newton team. Let's see. I talked about Grayson. Carver Columbus is Carver Columbus. I'm gonna say this too. If Carver Columbus, I think they're going to Douglas County. If they go into Douglas County and they beat them boys, I think they might. Oof. It's gonna be a sad day in Douglas County. But Carver Columbus, tough. Can't forget, this is where Zachary Watts was getting all his attention now. Came from last year. Came from Wood Academy. Was at Carver Columbus, did numbers, won a state championship. Just put some respect on what Carver's doing and producing and developing these young men to next level athletes.
No, 100%. And then just to talk about Carver real quick, Bacon, they play them on September 18th. So that will likely be, like I said, Douglas County handle business. That will be a ranked matchup on our list that we'll talk about preview, obviously, in game pick. But for Carver, they're not playing no games. Their first game is at Lee County, right? So they coming for all the smoke week 1, then Douglas, then Spencer, then Hapeville Charter. So they're not playing no games, man, and they're gonna be a good team. I might go when they play Southwest DeKalb at Hartford. That's gonna be a hell of a game, and I want to see them up close and personal. So yeah, if Carver go and do that, definitely will move up this list, man. So they're gonna be an interesting team to watch. They're gonna be a lot of fun to watch this year, man, because it's a little different. Like a lot more is on Sebastian Hurd after you have to replace a guy like a Zach Watts. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not easy to do.
No, definitely. That's definitely a handoff, bro. Hey, that's just simple. Yeah. So I think this team, they got no choice. Lee County week 1. That kind of gets your team in that fire, man. Kind of gets those kinks and whatnot. That's why I like when schools schedule tougher opponents early, because it just shifts the whole momentum for your team getting into school. It's like y'all getting the ball, y'all running uphill, downhill, whatever you want to say. So when you get to week 7 and 8, you got that identity. Some teams they schedule these. What happened in the past has scheduled a moderate easy schedule coming forward, and then they riding on heels to get to week 10. You got to figure yourself out. You don't figure it out to the first, second round of playoffs, and you could have did a couple more tweaks. So I think coming in like this with a chip stacked on the table prepares you better for the long haul.
Couldn't agree more, brother. I agree. That only prepared you. And we used to see it in the old teams. We see the growth.
Yeah,
that's what they used to do, and that's how they was able to always win their classification and get the state championship. So, 1,000% right. All right, man, let's go through it. This is gonna cause some havoc right here, Bacon. 14-8, especially after the scrimmage. And I heard Grayson was doing some work against Milton, and vice versa, good on good. But Grayson 14 again. You can make the argument, okay, Najeh, why you put them 14? They should be easily a top 10 team. I know it's gonna cause flack. Look, Grayson is great. Grayson has some new systems in place. I believe in Coach Greg Carswell. I know he's phenomenal. He's always had that defense together and the defense right. The offense did some things last week. You know, I know about Deuce Smith, Braden Gray, and then obviously Ashton Turner. They got the guys. I told y'all my biggest question is wide receiver. Right now, like I said, we've seen some of it at the game. I have not seen Grayson. Like I said, I don't have no ill will against him. It's just that's kind of my question mark there. And then I want to see, is the linebacker room as good outside of Aaron Black? Right? Can the other guy aside him step up? Right? Because we know what Aaron's going to be able to do this year. And then can they create that pressure defensively? Got one of the best secondaries, I think, in the state. But can the defensive line create more pressure and havoc as we've seen in the previous years? It's going to be interesting. And new offensive coordinator. It's new systems in place. I ain't saying Grayson is sorry. That's not what I'm saying. Grayson is great. But it's just some couple questions I got that I want to see. 13, Langston Hughes. I'm going to tell y'all what, man. Langston Hughes, on this list right here, probably one of the top sleepers, man. You look at the running back room. You look at what they're able to do. You look at the quarterback position with Mook. I know they got, I think, Ethan Hunter or Ethan Campbell. I can't remember his name at the quarterback position. You know, but it should be Mook's job, in my opinion. They got wide receivers on the outside. That defense is ferocious, and they can platoon swap. Like, Langston can make some noise, man, in the classification, man. You sleep on him if you want to. Mess around, hit you in the mouth. I like Langston a lot, man. That's going to be a hell of a team this year. Sleep on them if we want to. You're going to find out quickly. Lithonia, no excuses this year for Lithonia. They should be, Bacon, humbly, the best team in DeKalb County. They should be one of the best teams in DeKalb County. You throw in there Columbia. I know people going to be like, well, Najeh, I didn't put Columbia on this list, right? You know, with Coach Greg Barnett. We like Columbia. Columbia is right outside for us, right? They're right outside that top 30. This is a team like, you know, we think with Coach Barnett. They got some good players. Rashad Silver, you know what I'm saying? They obviously got a good defensive line. We just want to see the progression. Sorry, Daniels is the quarterback. We think this team could be good. We just like, we know starting off, Coach Greg always schedules hard, right? So it's hard to put top 30, and we know, hey, bro, you're playing some of the best teams in the state. Now they go in there and they go 2-2 or 3-1. Then we're going to put them on this list. But we want to see first, can you hang with the big boys, baby? Right? But Lithonia should be the best team in DeKalb County. Leave it there. Lee County. Hey, man, state championship or bust this year. Right? Say what you want. I got all the pieces. Jaden Upshaw, Carter Blackwell, really good quarterback, some transfers in there. Cohen lost. No excuse this year for Lee County. You should be able to get to a state championship game at a minimum, in my humble opinion. Milton is Milton, right? Different looking year this year. These younger guys got another year of experience. Derek Baker, we finally get to see him. Can he stay healthy? Right? We know about the wide receivers. We know about, obviously, Grant Hovland. We know about Duran Carrasquillo. We know about some of those guys on the outside that can play. It's a big year for Coach Ben Reeves. We think they're going to do the thing, but we want to see. 9, Gainesville. Look, bro, they loaded. You know what I'm saying? Offensive line, one of the best offensive lines in the state. Look at the quarterback, man, Kareem Hughley. One of my favorites. I think, you know what I'm saying, he's one of the best in the state, regardless of classification, regardless of class. They should be good this year. You know what I'm saying? Najeh Newkirk comes off the injury, right? They should be able to get the ball to the wide receivers. The only question is defensive line. I don't know because I ain't been out there. How good is that defensive line this year? We're going to find out. And last but not least, this is my team, I think, going to tear some stuff up. North Gwinnett. Yeah, we got them Bulldogs ranked high. We believe in you, Coach Godfrey. We believe in you, man. We know about them running backs you got out there. We know about them 2 giraffes that you got a wide receiver. We know. We know about Max Patterson. We know about Elam Rahman, right? We know about Derek Washington. I got some dogs. That's why we take in. I'm not gonna see the matchup just yet. That's why I like North Gwinnett in that week 0 matchup. Yeah, they good. We're going to talk about that in the next segment. Yeah, so we get your opinion. But go ahead, Bacon.
I like the Eagles, brother. Let's see. We'll go. I mean, Langston. Let me see. Let me get it right. Grayson. I've already said what I need to say about Grayson, man. I think I got you, coach. But I mean, that was a good point that you brought about that linebacker court. But I'll say this. On Grayson. You're only gonna play because with them having the best secondary, quarterbacks are still developing. You know, what I mean, still getting that pinhole type of passing capability. They should be able to thread deep. You know, what I mean, if that pass rush can't get out with, they're gonna need to get to state championship. But with that secondary, they should cut off a lot of airways. 13, Langston Hughes. I agree with you. Langston Hughes probably in the season, if all things go according to plan, around that top 6 mark, if you ask me. Coach Adrico Hines, you know what I mean, Coach CJ, I'm saying running backs coach, Coach Cole Meyer, and the whole Coach Yende. Boys gonna get the job done. You know what I mean? Buckle your chin strap if you see Langston on the schedule. Lithonia, you know what I mean? Lithonia is Lithonia. Shout out to Coach 10. Them boys especially got a lot of star power on that team in Lee County. Want to see what their quarterback's gonna do. Transferred in from Colquitt. You know what I mean? New changes scenery. Same magnitude of job, young man. So that's my biggest question mark for them. But outside of that, Langston should be, Lee County should be a pencil in come that time in December. Milton, got to see it. It's been a lot of noise. You know what I mean? The post scrimmage, I haven't got the chance to see any of the footage, but what I've heard today, that's not a good look. Gainesville's Gainesville. Shout out to Coach Stantavius Bryant, Kareem Hughley, senior year. I want to see it, man. I want to see it. They got a lot of big up front. Watch the Paddock camp. I think they were at Gainesville. Grayson was there. Mm-hmm. A lot of big teams was there. They look. I like what I saw. I say it like that. North Gwinnett, wait and see. I like Collins Hill. I was talking to Chandler today. He told me everything I needed. I said, yeah, man, we sitting good. They got Chan and nickel. Got a lot of athletes around them. Quarterback come back. I believe he's a senior this year. Get the offense rolling, mobile quarterback, dual threat. You know what I mean? I like to hear. Hill's another team I got in my teams to watch, an honorable mention category. That's going to be a big test for them.
Okay. All right. I respect it. We don't have Collins Hill ranked on this list. A lot of great players. But we don't have Collins Hill ranked. So like I said, we're going to see. This is an interchangeable list. This is just preseason rankings. Anything can happen. Teams that are going to feel some kind of way, you can get on this list. We're going to see. We're going to find out. Week 0 going to affect this list as well.
Yes, sir.
All right. So y'all stay tuned. Last but not least, Bacon, 7 through 1. McEachern at 7. Most people going to be like, Najeh, why are they not top 3 top? I got to see it, man. I believe in Coach Reed. They got the weapons galore, right? Najeh Johnson. They obviously got tell I ain't been in. I can't even think of these names on top of my head, Bacon.
Battle. What's his name? Casey Barner. You got
Casey Barner. I can't think of his name. Right? They got a big time running back. Like we know. But they lost first round last year. Right?
Come on.
Got a great accumulation of talent. We ain't basing everything off last year. So we had to put you in the top 10. But I can't put you over those other teams. Now, ironically, Bacon, Cartersville and McEachern just did a scrimmage together, right? So somebody said, oh, well, Cartersville looked better or McEachern looked better. They hung with them. Cool. This list can change, as we said. But for McEachern, let's go top 3. We need you in the state championship game. We need you in a deep playoff run. Now, if you knock off one of these top teams, we'll see. And I don't know if they play any of these teams this year, but off the top of my head, but McEachern's good. We want to see it. Cartersville is Cartersville. They loaded, right? Quarterback position, wide receivers, running backs. I mean, you got Maddox Davis. Quarterback is really good. Running backs galore. Colt Crawford, like they loaded. We know what it is. Creekside was a tough one for us because we almost wanted to put them top 2, top 3.
You got Cal week 1. McEachern has Cal week 1.
McEachern has Cal week 1. That's going to tell us a lot. That's the top matchup to start off the season.
And
we're going to see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a big one. That's going to tell us a lot about both of those teams. Big time matchup to Bacon's point. But Creekside was one when we went back and forth about because we almost wanted to put them 2. We wanted to put them 3. We thought about it. They're good. We got questions at certain positions. That's all.
Don't say we, brother.
What's that?
Don't say we. Don't say we. We're talking about Creekside being ranked below Austin and Buford.
Oh, go ahead then, man. Speak your piece. Speak your piece. Speak your piece. Go ahead. Because we come together on this list.
We came together on there's a couple of things, and Creekside was the main one. Like, I said, nah, this is a tough team. You know what I mean? You've been on campus, 3 patty cans every time. Yeah, man, bait, man. Creekside, man, they just hitting it. Probably the most physical team in the country. I said, son, we got to put some admiration to the adulation and give them it just doing put them in the top 3. But on the strength of what they did last year, state championships, and the embarrassment of wealth they have at the 28, 29s and beyond.
I don't disagree. Like they got 28, 29, 20, 28, and 29 beyond. Great defensive line, great defensive coordinator. That's not the question for me. Physicality is not the problem. Coach Dixon not the problem. Gary Walker is not the problem. I can't put them above Valdosta because I feel like Valdosta's they're gonna get to the state championship. Creekside definitely will as well. But for me, I feel like Valdosta, like there's less questions for me. The biggest question with Creekside is quarterback. No disrespect to Savoy. I ain't saying he can't play. We don't know what that's going to look like in a 10-game season playing who they're going to play. Now, he came from Texas, did his thing. All I'm saying, he could be a lot better. I have not seen him playing in a while. And I ain't saying he can't get it done. All I'm saying is it's a little bit different from playing, I think, where he played at in Texas and then coming over here playing 6A ball. That's all I'm saying, bro. I don't know. And he's starting, he's done his thing, but it could be different. And maybe Creekside, they run the ball more. I don't know. So that's why I put them 5. So like you said, Bacon got y'all 3. I got y'all 5. That's kind of where we come to where it is. You know what I'm saying? But to me, Valdosta, I almost wanted to put them 2 or 3 because I like Valdosta a lot. I think this gonna be the year for them with Coach Felton. Dogs. Who? You know what I'm saying? So we disagree on that one, but I'm gonna let Bacon get it. Buford, I'm not putting them as a top team. I know they beat Carrollton. I'm not going off of last year's results for me. Buford had some question marks in some certain spots for me. You know what I'm saying? They were gonna be good this year, so we had to put them top 3. But to be number 1 overall, can't put them number 1 overall. But they are a top team in the state. We believe in Coach Applin. We know what they do. Good team. Hard for me to put them number 1. Number 2, TCC. Made Auburn, they can even be number 1. TCC with Prince Chi, how they can run the ball. DeAndre Sins, right? JB, quarterback looks like it's going to be Aiden McPherson. Raj Waldrop can ball as well. Good damn defense. Isaiah Andrews, loaded. Right? And then, for those that say, oh, Najeh doesn't like Carrollton. They're number 1 on this list. For those that say, oh, Najeh, you got a problem with CJ Cypher. No, I don't. They're number 1. They will be good again this year. They should win it, if we're honest, in 7A. The only team that, to me, that's going to be at the battle is going to be Valdosta. And be able to beat them. Maybe Buford, too. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong about Buford. But Carrollton should win this year. We will see.
100%. It should win. Should win. I'll get to them when I get to them. To start back at, I think we started at Creekside, right?
Uh-huh.
Creekside, I already said it, man. Now just hitting the nail on the head when it comes down to only question mark is quarterback. You know what I mean? They got a gauntlet of a season this year. You know what I mean? We're gonna expect the Swamp to rise up and be the champions they have been, but they got a tough, grueling schedule, but they've had a grueling type of offseason to prepare them mentally for what's stake and what's at hand. Playing with house money, and it's gonna be how much stock are you putting in that Clay Chalkville game? Let's go there.
I'm putting a lot because actually, from what I've heard from Alabama sources, Clay Chalkville is going to be pretty damn good this year. So that game, I'm putting a lot of stock in. That's going to tell me a lot about them because they should be able to contend for a title. in Alabama, from what I heard in Clay Chalkfield, and they got a really good defensive line. So that's gonna say a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Put a lot of stock in that one.
Nah, for sure. That's gonna be the first big test. But also, I agree with you. Is the top 3 team, top 4? I said top 4. I stand on business. Top 4. That team their quarterback reminds me a lot of Kareem Hughley. They got a lot of offensive weapons. Yeah, man, that team is deep with a good defense, like I said, and reserves at key positions as well. You know what I mean? And shout out to the social media team, man. Brandon is everything, ladies and gentlemen.
Say it again, Baker.
Brandon is everything. We got to start taking this more seriously, ladies and gentlemen. It's just 2026, 2030. Go bring your eyelids off. But Austin, Buford. You know, Buford is Buford. You know, we respect Coach Ab. We want to continue to see. I like DJ Hunter. You know what I mean? They got some guys out there, man. It is Buford. You know what I mean? They're gonna move them in to win. But yeah, you know, it's a lot of money pumped into that program. They got a great coach staff, so you gotta respect it. Thomas County Central. DJ White is the name to know out there for me. Number 13 in blue on the defense side of the ball, man. Special DB, I think he's a 2028. Expect a big season for him, but Thomas County Central, what more needs to be said, man? And Carrollton, phenomenal team. They're playing with house money. I think CJ Cypher is probably the. Some people say I think CJ Cypher is. I think he's going to prove why he's the best quarterback in Georgia this year. I mean, we've seen it. This team went down, I think, to Orlando, played the Gunner, won an All-Star, Gunner Elite, and beat them boys with a team. Now, I know they loaded, but that was an All-Star team, so that's all that needs to be said about Carrollton. But I want to say this, man. Why is it so hard to get into Carrollton, man? You know what I mean? As somebody down there, you know, I'm at UWG, you know what I mean, alumni. I cover the middle school games. I hit up y'all contact. Man, I don't know, man. We got other people. I said, man, I'll be down there, man. So, you know, parents, come see my son. It's our media organization that's keeping people out that's been on cameras all the time. Hell, I know where to go. So, man, you know, if anybody can pull the string and talk to anybody on that, I greatly appreciate it.
There it is, man. Hey, Baker want to cover y'all, man. He don't just do high school; he do middle school too. So, you know, hopefully, like I said, they loosen the reins. I don't go to Carrollton either too often. You know, one is a drive, and then two, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do all that, to be honest with you. I cover college too, and it's like I don't even have to do all that for that. So I'm not doing all that for high school. Just not. Respectfully. No disrespect, but respectfully. Not. If you know the credential, what I do, like that should be enough. You know, that's it. But that's gonna do it for top 30 rankings, man. Y'all comment down below your thoughts, man. We went through it. Now we're gonna talk about the top matchups or the big matchups this week for week 0, and then we'll get into where we're gonna be at week 1. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and start baking with this one right here. Let me pull this up. 1 second. All right, so first matchup. Here we go. All right, let's take this off. First matchup, Bacon, is right here. Let's see. Boom. Okay. South Gwinnett versus Lanier. First matchup, Bacon. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking South Gwinnett. Lanier's been a good team. They've hovered around the mid-pack, but they've been competitive. You know what I mean? Got some talent. I believe new signal caller coming in. But I like CJ Peoples in South Gwinnett, man. CJ Peoples who trust.
There it is, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go South Gwinnett too, man. Don't sleep on them there. They got obviously, you know, really good player in Dom Laranca. You know, he's entering in big time quarterback with high upside, 1,500 yards passing to 14 tubs. So he'll be interesting to watch. Jared Hill as well on the offensive line. It's pretty good. Committed to Kennesaw State. So he'll be one to watch out as well. And then BJ Jones defensively. But for South Gwinnett, it's just being able to create I think enough time for CJ Peoples to throw the ball. Obviously, he's committed to Kennesaw State too. He's really good. You look at him. You look at Jaden Jr. on the outside. They have the pieces in place. I think this year to be much better. New offensive scheme, I believe, and obviously Brian Lamar is the coach. It's just offensively getting it done, making the plays you need to make, and I think just creating that time and being able to have that running game attached to it for CJ to help out. Only reason I say that, CJ can dime and throw all day long, but you don't want a defense to tee off on him and bring in blitz packages to him to try to slow him off. You want to allow him to be in a survey defense, do what he does, and have the time to be able to get the ball to where it needs to go. He's also a great dual threat as well, man. So that would be a big time game for both of those. I'm going South Gwinnett as well. In that one, so me and Bacon both rolling with South Gwinnett in this week 0 matchup. All right, we'll leave it there. Next big matchup. All right, North Gwinnett versus South Gwinnett. This is actually a ranked matchup, Bacon. Good on good, two really good teams. Hold on, sorry about that, Bacon. Two really good teams. You know what I'm saying? But how do you feel about this one? What do you think? And who are you rolling with this one? It's a big time matchup.
It's a big time matchup. This is a very big time matchup. I'll say styles create fights. I think whoever loses this game, I don't think this is a game where you bump down a lot of spots. This is a game like North Gwinnett's got a good pass rush, and we got a good defense. A good head coach, Coach Godfrey. I got a big time receiver. Grayson's got, they got a lot. I think I'm gonna roll with Grayson in this one, just because I think, just because of the physicality aspect. Coach Carswell instills in these young men. Not taking anything away from North Gwinnett, but I'm going with Grayson.
All right, love it. So Bacon has Grayson, so this will probably be the one that we disagree on. I'm going actually North Gwinnett. I'm going upset in this one. Again, no disrespect to what Grayson has going. We just talked about all the players and who they have. But I'm going North Gwinnett. I think North Gwinnett is a team, got a chance to see them up close and personal. I've actually seen both of these teams in the spring. And I just feel like for North Gwinnett, this is a team that you always look, oh, Najeh, they don't got all these players, and but they're in the semifinals again, or they're here again. And I feel like when you look at this ranked matchup, it's good on good. Two powers in the Gwinnett area. North Gwinnett, obviously, they're going to be led by Elam Rahman, who's quarterback. Two really good, receivers on the outside with a really good tight end, Max Patterson, who I think is committed to Pitt. I just think this is going to be a matchup, for the ages, man. I think these two teams are going to go toe-to-toe, and you're going to see kind of the battle of the guards a little bit, man. And I think it's going to be, I wouldn't say a shootout, but I think it's going to be a close, 28-24 game. But North Gwinnett's going to be able to make the plays necessary in order to come out on top. And again, I could be wrong. Grayson might come out and do their thing. But I think I believe in what Coach Godfrey is doing, what they have going offensively, and I think they're going to be able to pull off not really an upset for our rankings, but for most of the world, I think this will be an upset. But for us, this would be actually North Gwinnett, who's ranked higher. So it wouldn't be an upset for us, but for other people, it will be. So we're rolling with the Bulldogs, man, on my side. And I think they're going to pull off this victory and be one of the best games, I think, to start the season.
No, for sure. No question. This is a Corky, it's a Kell Classic?
Yeah, Corky Kell Classic. Yep. That starts off the season, man. So all these matches you're seeing, those are those. And then, like I said, during the season, we'll have our own, but we'll just, preview the biggest matchups and a couple sleeper matchups too. But, yeah, this will be Corky because that starts off the season this week, actually. So that will be a doozy. All right, Bacon, we got another big one that will start off, I think, Thursday's games. This is Cambridge versus Brookwood. Another, big-time matchup. Two really good teams. I'm excited for this one, And, for me, I'm going to roll with Brookwood. I like Cambridge. I like Coach Tyler Jones. They got a good quarterback out there, man, that can sling that football at a high level. They got some receivers on the outside that can play as well. And defensively, man, they're a little slept on. They're a little slept on for obviously for Cambridge, man. So, this is a team with Jones. I think they continue to get better and better. Each and every year, this will be another unique challenge for them. But we look for them from top to bottom. I think Cambridge is a team that could shock some people this year. But I think in this matchup, man, I'm gonna go Brookwood. They'll have a little more depth, in my opinion. And I think this is a team that it's a tough matchup. tough matchup to start the year for Cambridge. That's a smaller, school compared to Brookwood. But I think they'll compete. I think this will be a good back and forth game. But I'm gonna go Brookwood. They're gonna have enough weapons this year, I think, around Braden Tyson, and I think they'll be able to, like I said, shock some people. So ranked matchup, but I'm going with Brookwood.
Yeah, I'm agree to that sentiment. Yeah, Brookwood is gonna. It just when you have to tackle Braden Tyson all game, and they have to account for the passing attack this year. That could be a lot for a smaller team. In those physical games. So for that reason, I'm gonna lean to Brookwood, and what I feel like could be within a 2-score game.
Okay, 2-score game. All right, respect that. All right. So as week 0, we got one final matchup. I feel like this is another one me and Bacon may disagree on a little bit, but it should be a great one, man. Walton versus Roswell. All right, this is number 26 versus unranked Roswell. Walton is number 26 on our ranking. So, Bacon, what do you think about this one?
I'm Walton. Roswell's gonna be good, man. Another, and this is a rivalry, really.
Yeah.
This is a tough one, man. I think I'm gonna lead. I'm gonna lead towards Walton in this one. Yeah, another 2-score affair.
Okay, 2-score affair going Walton. I'm gonna go Roswell. In this one, man, I like Roswell. What they got obviously got Matthew Schletty. You know what I'm saying? They got, also, really good running backs, Nick Daniels at the cornerback position, good wide receivers on the outside, Miller Westerfield on the offensive line. I think Roswell's a team this year, man, that's going to, again, another team that, last year you've seen them make a run to, I believe it was the semifinals for losing the CCC. It's another team, different quarterback, but they got a lot of talent, man. Good head coach, who used to be at Lee County as their offensive coordinator. I think Roswell's a team. I get them a slight edge in this one against Walton, man. And I'm gonna say a single score game, but Roswell get the slight edge. But this is another game that get your popcorn ready, right? I think the same with North Gwinnett and Grayson. Get your popcorn ready because 2 really good teams, and anybody can win this game, especially on a neutral site and field.
I agree 100%. I know Coach is glad to get that call, man. We came through Lee County, man. It's a big difference between Lee County and North Fulton. I'll tell you that.
Big difference. We've seen it. Big difference. Big difference. All right, y'all. So that's gonna do it for our matchups, our picks for week 0. So hope you guys obviously enjoyed that. But that is obviously what we got in week 0. Y'all comment down below who y'all gonna be rolling with, who you got coming out on top and winning. That is who we have. And we're excited, man. But as we close out, Bacon, week 1 is right around the corner, man. So we get people a little bit of a preview. We'll have those 2 where we're gonna be at every single week. So you guys know where you can find us at. But Bacon, where will you be week 1 of the season? Not 0, but week 1.
Week 0. The plan is to be down there in Jones County to see that Middle Georgia versus South Georgia Classic versus Valdosta. That's the plan. Got Sandy Creek in our back pocket. We'll make that game time decision. But right now, the plan is to be in Jones County.
I commend you for that one. I think Bacon, in my opinion, that's a great place to be because everybody's not going to be there unless you're in the Middle Georgia, South Georgia area. But 2 really good teams. I expect to be good this year. Ranked matchup for us. Obviously, we'll talk about that one more in depth as well when week 1 comes because both of those teams are ranked for us. For Valdosta 4, I think Jones County, we got 25. So, you know what I'm saying? That'll be a really good matchup, man, and 2 really good teams. Can't wait to see what happens in that one. See what Trip Perry's going to do and those Valdosta boys. And I think for you, Bacon, great opportunity, man, to get with both fan bases, talk to Coach Felt and talk to those boys that we got good relationships with, and then see Jones County up close and personal, man. So I think you're picking a good one if you don't go Grayson Sandy Creek because everybody and their mama going to be at that.
Right.
Going to be at that one. For me, where am I going to be? I'm going to be at Thomas County Central, man, and I'm going to be them going up against Colquitt County. That'll be a good one. I'm excited. Got a little fan base down there, man, in South Georgia, man. So I'm excited to get back into it. Already been approved for my credential, man. Now it's just getting down there. That's the biggest thing, man. So I'm excited. I think I'll have footage that not a lot of people will be able to have in terms of just putting that out and getting highlights and coverage and all that stuff and clips. So I'm excited for that. And like I said, Thomas County Central always welcome me with open arms. So much love and respect to them. But I think it's a shame, as I was telling Kyle Mitchell, who's the quarterback of Colquitt, it's a shame that game is not televised. But they don't be going to South Georgia like that, man. They don't. And I ain't saying you got to go to South Georgia for everything, but the biggest matchups, got to go. Like that.
Bro.
Yeah, bro, you got to go. So I'm excited to provide the coverage there for them boys and highlight that matchup with two really good teams, man, on the platform. I'm excited. I'm gonna be making that trip solo dolo. Like I said, Bacon gonna be in middle. I'm gonna be in south. But I'm excited, man. That's gonna be a hell of a weekend. And then on Saturday, you'll obviously have the classics as well. So we'll preview those too, man, because after the Friday game, you got a whole classic on Saturday. You got Columbia Tucker Bacon at Halford, and then obviously you got Westlake. They're gonna play up against Lovejoy, and then you got Newton and DC, man. That's gonna be some crazy matchups, some crazy content. I'm super excited for it.
Nah, 100%. I agree, man. I said this, man. You got to get out. You got to get out and see that South Georgia game. You know what I mean? You see what the man done did, man. The man giving out money. Hey, man. I'm just messing with you, but nah, seriousness. It's gonna be a good season of football, man. It's gonna be a dream encapsulated. We plan on giving y'all top tier coverage from different places at one time. We got to go nowhere. We collaborate with a lot of creatives. Plan on having some on the show, have a real spirited content debates, but from an overall perspective and view that where you as a viewer can get it from Metro, can get it from North Georgia, can get it from South Georgia. And when it's time to align in December, you can have better information on your bets. I know it's still street betting on a high school level, but you can be educated by watching the Just Sizzling News podcast. Yes, sir.
Exactly, man. That's the goal. Like I said, creatives coming on, and like I said, I think we'll still do our debate show. Reach out to some people, see if they're gonna come on. I know they have 1 or 2 this upcoming week. Just have some stuff going on, but I think next week I'll be starting that. But we'll do it different. It's not gonna be a whole 2 hours, man. It'll probably be like an hour debate, and then we'll get into it, talking to a coach, picks, all that stuff, man. We'll switch it up every single week, man. So we're excited for that. Appreciate everybody tuning in for the return back episode of Just Sizzling News. And like I said, we're gonna have some great content coming up, man. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hype it up, and make sure you stay tuned for all the great content coming your way.
That's it.
See y'all soon, man.